Hello, Minecrafters, and welcome to episode 35 of our Direwolf 20 Let's Play series. Hello, everybody. On our last episode, we were working on our blood magic altar, and I said I was going to go ahead and do a few things off camera, and one of the things I found with, especially in the very beginning, seems to be key are the blood letters pack. These allow you to gather mana and store it. And I'll go here first. And so right now, I've actually been able to, I believe last episode, I made the division sigil. And so I've got my level or my tier 1 altar, and I've got it full at 10,000 LP. And another key other than the the blood letters pack, is I actually had this set up, and the barrels didn't do as well as I thought it would because this thing drains really slow. But right now it's empty, so if I take this and right click it on there, now you can, well, yeah, okay, now it's full. So we got 10,000 LP in there from the jacket, and then you come over here, put the jacket on. Well, I call it a jacket, whatever. I put the wrong one on it. Oh, okay, it didn't empty because it was already full. Okay, well, anyways, what'll happen is, and I want to go ahead and empty that thing. Well, I'm not going to worry about it right now. But in Botania, there's a fallen Canade, and this flower gives you regeneration 3. As long as you stand at it. It also gives you hunger 3. So I went through quite a bit of food. As a matter of fact, this is all that's left of that 64 stack that I got signing off last episode. However, I was able to go ahead and make 4 speed runes and 4 blood runes in order to upgrade our altar. And the reason I only did 4 of the speed runes is because, if I understand correctly, with a tier 2 altar you can only have 2 upgrades. So I didn't really figure there was much need in doing more than that yet. And speed was the only upgrade that I could do with what I had at hand. So went ahead and made those because I figured, why not? And so we'll go ahead and get this altar upgraded, and then we will move on to the next item, and that is going to be getting our, let's see, that should be level tier 2, and of course it would start raining. But anyways, next thing we want to do is we want to make the sacrificial sword. Hang on, I'll look it up. Sword of sacrifice. Dagger of sacrifice. That was close. I know what I'm looking for. I may not know the exact words. Something else I found rather interesting that works really well for hidden lights, and that is painted glowstone. I have found that you can paint that stuff just about anything you want to. I've even painted it to look like Cursed Earth. And that was pretty cool. But anyways, so what we want to do, and I'll explain this here in just a minute. Now that we have our level 2 altar, as you can see here, and it has 10,000 LP, is we want to take the iron sword and toss it on here. And for some reason, my graphics don't look real well. It gets to there and it disappears until it comes around a little more. So I don't know if everybody gets that or if that's just lucky me or what. But anyways, you get all the sparkles and stuff going, and that means we're done. We now have our Dagger of Sacrifice. So what this allows you to do is sacrifice things to your altar, I believe. Yeah. And so that brings us to our next item. And that is this up here. Let's see, best way to show that is with this tool. Because with this, you can see through and see what's inside. So what I've got is I have a Mine Factory Reloaded auto spawner. And then I've got mob juice from our mob farm and power. And so my plan is to use this to spawn items that will drop down in here, and then we can sacrifice them at the altar to get our mana. And what I want to do, first of all, I'll need to make a Safari net. And you'll want the reusable one because the single-use ones will not work in the spawner. And then I also want one of these because I just happen to have one of those sitting around. Actually, it was from back whenever I was experimenting with Enderman, I mean not Enderman, but villagers, as far as whether, you know, how to get emeralds from them and things like that. I had seen where you were supposed to be able to put a stack of them on top of hoppers, and that just, it never turned out real good. So I captured a couple of them and killed a couple of them, and there you go. So now we have that, and I can actually cut this on and off here like that. So what we should be able to do is cut that off, and then we should get one to spawn here in just a second. And there he is. And we can cut that back off. And I mean, you can leave it on and just leave it run, but. So right now we have 7,000 LP. And we do that, and now we have 9,000. So that's 2,000 each villager. So as you can see, this is going to fill up pretty quick. And I don't think we're going to have any issues as far as having enough juice to run this. I think I'm at about 1.5 million millibuckets. Okay, 2.1 millibuckets, or 2.1 million. So I think villagers spawn at 150 millibuckets, so I can get a couple of them this way. So now we should have alleviated our mana problem, at least for a while. And as a matter of fact, since I'm not using this right now, I believe that ought to quieten them down a little. Because they can get rather annoying. at times. Oh, it's quieter anyways. Okay, I can deal with that. And so now what we want to look at is what do we need for our level 3. And I've got the glowstones, and I know we're going to have to do more runes around here. So I'm going to start making those up, and I'll be right back. Alright, and we're moving on along, and I think I've got enough done. I actually did a few extra, I believe. Cut that off and see how we're doing. Oh, I guess I ran out of stone. I got 64. Plenty of mana. This way seems to work out pretty good. And I did want to go ahead and do the next orb. And I'll go ahead and grab these. And wait for that to run through. Coal for emeralds. Yeah, I could put up one of those little things here to do bulk trades. That might work out pretty good too. Alright, now I have my apprentice orb. And I reckon I'll go ahead and throw that on there. And I guess I can't increase my pull yet. I thought it would. I'm getting a little confused with all these little different things I gotta keep up with. Which one does what and all that stuff. Huh, I thought once I upgraded orbs that it would increase my personal network, but I guess not. But anyways, the next thing we want to do is more of the blood runes. So and I'm not sure, I guess I could go ahead and do what, 4 more of these, which I've got to have blood runes. I don't know where my other orb, oh, there's my other orb. And I need that. And throw that back in there. And that. 1, 2, 3. That should be enough. How's that for luck? Alright, so there's my 4 to finish out that. I'll go ahead and run out there and get that done. Well, ain't no need. I can just go ahead and do all the rest in runes, or regular runes. Let's see. I'm not sure exactly how many more I need. I thought I had it pulled up on a sheet over here, but I don't see it right now, so we'll go see if I got enough, and if I don't, I'll make more. which for some strange reason I don't think I do, but we'll find out. Break that one, and that one, and there. And replace all those with speed. Alright, so now what we want to do, and that's what, 5, 10, 15, 20. I should have enough. Cool. And you know, having never done this before, I think my stand-in stone was actually pretty close to what I was going to be making. And I think that's it. Dun dun dun. Tier 3. So what's required for the tier 3 is, of course, you've got your altar, which is tier 1. Your first ring makes it tier 2. And then your second ring makes it tier 3. And then our next goal is to do the fourth ring and a bloodstone, I think, or a greater bloodstone or something up top. And once you do the ring and the 4 stones, then we'll have the tier 4. And then we'll have to do a ring all the way out around here where these stones are, and then a beacon at each of these corners. Now the beacons don't have to be activated, but due to the way they're laid out, you can do your base here with the beacon, and I mean, if you're gonna have it, you may as well use it. And I did swipe direwolf's process for automating these going through. I had originally tried it with Ender.io, and I couldn't find a way to just put one in at a time. So I had to do it this way with the rationing pipe. And I mean, it works fine. I basically would let it run until I got the gray sparkles or the gray steam or mist or whatever that meant I was out, and then I'd just kill 5 of these guys and move on. So seems to do pretty good. And so I'm not really sure what's next on the agenda, so hold on just a second and I'll be right back. I know what I want to make, but I need to look up and see what it is. Be right back. Okay, so as you can hear, it sounds like we have a villager convention going on. And the reason for this is I'm going to try and make the Magician's Blood Orb next. But it requires 25,000 life points. And my altar only holds 10,000. So I'm hoping that I'll have enough of these to make up the difference. We shall see. And it does use it up pretty quick, and I want to try and hit that sweet spot between, you know, not overfilling it and not letting it run out. Ha! I got it. Sweet. And I think I figured out why my apprentice orb wouldn't increase my pool earlier, is I never right-clicked it to bind it to myself, which I have now. But we'll go ahead and throw that on there and see what this does. Oh yeah, see, that's much better. And that's already run out now. And I tell you, those villagers, they work well. They really do. And my spawner down there is actually keeping up with all this. Which I'll show you that in just a minute. Goodness, how much does this one hold? Well, I'm moving on up. And if you should decide to go this route with your own setup, there is something else that will do you well to do, and that is to place one of these. That's the trading post by Extra Utilities, and allows me to trade with any and all of these little fellas that I've got hostage up here. And I mean, if you're not in a hurry, then you can trade with a few and get what you want. Fen biome. Ominous woods biome. Interesting. Earlier I got gold ore block. But yeah. And I mean, some of them become pretty cheap. Raw beef, that's easy. Coal, that's easy. So, like I said, it would do you well to place one of those. It does cost 9 emeralds to make it, but I think you'll quickly make that back in the trading with them. So definitely, I think it's definitely a good investment. And I'm not sure how much this orb holds. More than 75,000. And I need to go ahead and hurry this up because I'm wanting to move on to the next thing. But, you know, since I've got an orb, I'll go ahead and like to get it filled up. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and cut, and I'll be right back once I get this thing done and on to the next item. I'll be right back. Just ignore the explosions. Now, I did go ahead and stop just because, well, I'm already at almost 150,000, which I wonder if that's how high it goes. I might go up to that just to see if that's how high it goes. If it keeps going past, I won't. But I actually increased in essence while I was doing that. So, yeah, you figure almost 150,000 life points, 2,000 apiece from the villagers. That's a lot of villagers. And we'll just kill a couple of more here just to see how this works out. I'm not going to give you that. Let's see. Is that the one that I just made? No, magicians. Okay, it's in the altar still. Oh man, that thing messes me up. Okay, so 150,000. I guess I can cut that off now. All right. Next item up for bids. If I can find it, is a ritual diviner. And so I need to make these elemental inscription items. I've got gas tier, which is right here. And I don't know. Oh, well, it doesn't take long. And then magma cream. And which one's next? Take that out of there. Obsidian, I think, is next. then it's lapis, or lapis as some people call it. All right. Oh, I ran out. That's a quick way to fill it up. And there's that. Where was it? All right, so then I need 4 diamonds and an emerald, and I should be able to make that. And I've not ever done the binding ritual, so I might be a little slow on what all it needs. But I guess I can just put those in there, because a lot of times I forget that. There we go. And I think it's shift right click. And I'm looking for the binding ritual. Oh shoot, I just went by it. Interdiction is 2 ahead of it. Ritual of containment, ritual of binding. And I need blank stones, air stones, water, fire, earth, but no dusk. So that's 4, 8, 16, 24. 24 stones. Ritual attuned to face north. Current owner. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Ritual. I know I'm going to need a master stone. And for that, I need 4 ritual stones. Ooh, reinforced. That means I got to take a blank slate and run it back through. So that means I need 4 per ritual stone. All right. Hold on just a minute. Let me see if I can get these figured out and get my stuff together, and I'll be right back. All right, we're gonna see if I got enough of this done. So first of all, we want to make up our ritual stones, and we're gonna do that like so. I guess I'll go ahead and put that one in there, and we'll take, I made 28 of these. And basically all you do is you make your blank slates and then you run them through again. And that's pretty much that. Alright, so then we got that, and I want to do 1 in each of those slots. And that gives us our master ritual stone. And I think all you have to do is place that and whack on it with that, and it'll place these and make the other stones for you, and so you don't have to build it. And actually I want to do this during the day, so we'll quickly sleep through the night. And actually I think there's one more thing I want to do. Binding. It doesn't tell me which sword. I know that ain't it. I think it's a diamond sword, but I'm not positive. Well, we're gonna guess and hope. Maybe I should do a little more research before I do this, but what's the fun in that? Oh wait, I need to get my orb. And I'll put that one back in there because I want to keep my higher one with me. And I went on ahead and I did dig out a place back here. I think I've got it right. We'll find out. And then right click it a bunch of times. till the green stuff done and oops. All right. Looks like only one thing was in the way. And let me switch off to that, because I want to make sure that it going. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's see. Hopefully that'll be okay. All right, so I think, well, get my orb and the sword. What I'm trying to make is a sword of binding. And I may be doing it wrong. Oh. I thought you activated it with the orb. Well, I apparently have that wrong, so hold on just a minute. Let me find out how, and I'll be right back. Okay, apparently the item I was missing is a weak activation crystal, which is made like this with 3 lava, 2 obsidian, diamond, and 2 glass. Get you this. And then we have to take and toss this on the altar with 10,000 LP, which, thanks to our villagers, really isn't a problem. So we'll just take that, right click it on there, and wait until our LP hits 0, and that should be it. Dun dun dun. And now we've got that. And I double checked and I was actually right on the diamond sword. So that's always a benefit. So, and I've got my magnet off. Throw that on there, back up. You are too weak to push any further. Do I need more mana? We'll go see if that's it. Come on, villagers, step right up. You're the next contestants on Vampires Are Us. Alright, I can go ahead and cut that off now. Grab that. Get these out of the way. Yeah, it's mostly full. Alright, now let's see if I can do it. Alright. Okay, something happened. I don't know what I did wrong the first time, but dun dun dun. And now I have a bound blade. Caution may cause a bad day. Deactivated. Alright, activated. Now I gotta go find something to kill. That shouldn't be too hard. Oh my goodness. Look at all these things that have spread out over here. Huh. Alright, I wonder what the best way to do this is, because that won't work. But that might. Let's see, where's my pickaxe? I'll just have to make sure. Oh, I can't do it with the fans on. The fans do make it a little difficult. I will want to put my magnet on though. Come on, step up a little closer. Have I got any yet? Well, there's supposed to be some kind of little crystal that I get, but I'm not seeing any. Still not. Oh, there it is. I'll put it down there, that way I can see what I got. And I don't really know how many I need. And I don't know how dark this is for y'all, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I got 4 of those little crystals so far. 5. Now, one good thing about the way that I've got my dividers, no, I just realized I haven't shown y'all this yet. Now we'll cut the lights on. Make them really go nuts. Okay. And I'll go ahead and cut the fan on and get them all toward the middle. Alright. What we got left? Skeleton. You're getting ready to die. Right about now? Yeah. Alright. And so then we just got you. And that's easy enough. And now cut the fan off. Alright, so this is what we've got. I had forgotten I didn't show this last time. So I've got my fans right here, and they blow down these little aisleways. Of course, I've got the cursed earth here. And blows it all into the center to the grinder. And then I've got fans over here. I had one there pushing this way, but everything gets stuck right here. So I put those at an angle so it kind of pushes it to the middle, and works out really well. And even though I don't have anything here, it allows spiders to spawn, but because of the, these are all single wides, the spiders can't climb up the walls, so they stay down on the floor. They're killed efficiently, and seems to work really well. And let's see if I got a wrench on me. Yeah. Let's see, switch off to the wrench. So you can see the redstone going to the lights and going to the fans. And the fans are on one channel, the lights are on another channel. And then of course my grinder is on a third channel. So I can cut, pretty much anything I want to on or off as needed. And like I said, it seems to work really well. It does, it keeps up with, I didn't want to turn that. It keeps up with spawning all of the villagers that I was doing earlier. Like I said, just seems to work out real well. And I guess I could make some type of door, but that works just as well. But you can see that moving if I flip that switch. then that stays still because it's shut off. And you cut off your lights, and as soon as you do, they start spawning. And you cut on your fans, and they start going up here in front of that. But anyways, main base. Alright, now I know that some kind of bloodstone that I'm wanting to make. Large bloodstone brick. So apparently I just need one of those. And this might be, I think this is all I need to finish off my last little bit here. Now we are currently a tier 4. And so hopefully put that there and there and there. And if I've read right and all that, we're still a tier 4. I missed something. Is it supposed to be a bloodstone brick? I didn't think it was. Okay, I guess it is supposed to be a bloodstone brick. Well, I was close. Alright, well I can make those here. That won't take much more. Still can't believe all I needed was one blooming shard. Now, what level do we have? Tier 4. Oh, duh. I forgot all about that part. I've had them with me the whole time. I might change the color of the uprights just so that they won't be so close to the color of that. And if you're wondering about the little grass block here, it's actually not a grass block. It's actually painted glowstone. I did a few places out on the yard, and I had a few extra, and I needed light up here, and I thought, no, I'll do it that way. And I guess I didn't have one there. Okay, now what do we have? It's still a tier 3. Let me guess, I had the right one in place the first time. Well, I'll change it back. Maybe I should change this from the Jim Slate Show to the Learning Channel. One more time. Tier 4. Ta-da. Finally. It's almost like I wish I knew what I was doing. So, guess what? We now have a tier 4 altar. Not altar. Tier 4 altar. Don't know what I want to do next. I know I want to go to tier 5, and actually it shouldn't be all that hard. I do want to start upgrading some of these runes though, and I'm probably going to do that. I may do it on camera, I may do it off, I'm not real sure, but I do want to do that just so that, you know, I've either got some more speed or something like that, probably more capacity, because I'm definitely finding that a lot of these things are taking a good bit of mana. Just like the Magician's Blood Orb here was 25,000, and my altar only holds 10. I mean, I'm able to get around it by using the villagers, but yeah, I think I might do some upgrades. Not sure which ones yet. Gonna do a little bit of research and check it out, but I think it looks pretty good. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the the Ritual of Sacrifice, where you basically just have mob generators and it damages them and all that. I kind of like the whole villager thing, but the only downside to it is up in the middle of the air right there. Kind of an eyesore. I don't know, it almost blends in with the buildings behind it if you look at it from the right angle. But, from down here. But anyways, for now, it's functional. It works well, it works quick. So, and it's actually one I haven't seen anybody else do. I mean, I know people sacrifice villagers and all because you get a lot more LP from them. I think you get, 150, 250 from non-hostile mobs. You get 500 from hostile, but you get 2,000 from a villager. So yeah, I'll do that every day. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the show. I learned a lot. It was actually pretty cool. I'm looking forward to getting further into this. At least get this up to tier 5. I'm probably going to pause before I try and get a 6, just because there's a few other things I want to get further into. I'm definitely going to need better armor before I try and get a 6. I'm definitely going to want to be able to create Mistcraft worlds, so that I can create a different world for the demon invasion, because I don't want that on my back step. I think they said it's like 1,000 block by 1,000 block radius or area that they end up covering. So yeah, I think I'll wait before I hit 6, but hopefully it won't take too long. But anyways, that's the show for this time. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were entertained. And if you liked the show, please help me out by clicking like on the video. If you'd like to be notified when we post up a new video, make sure that you are subscribed. If you have any questions or any suggestions, things like that, make sure to post in the comments down below. I do read those and try to respond. But most of all, I just hope you enjoyed the show. This is Jim Slate. Take care and God bless.